Hello and welcome, as it is the end of the 17th day of March. It's also crypto day. I'm going to go through some altcoins. I'm going to go over them really fast. Starting off with ZEC, which has been in a constant downtrend. Many red days down in a row. It's coming close to my next key area of 268. ZCL, Z Classic. I'm looking at 30,600, basically 30,000 even as a key level. That represents downside target Fibonacci from the only rally attempt it's had since its big airdrop down, after they did an airdrop. And the Fibonacci from this move at 23.6 down isn't at 35,000, which usually pierces extra. And quite frankly, 30,000, I'd at least expect to pierce down toward that level. I'll be looking to buy at that point. I got a line for Monero. It's not a Fibonacci line. I did buy this today. But this is the resistance that it faced back in 2017. And it's been holding well. So far it's been holding. I mean, I could put another line in around the, I'm not going to, but really the 2 handle, small pierce below 192. If it can hold and stay above that, but this thing has been in a nice, good overall long-term uptrend. Let's move on to the next one. And here we have Stellar Lumen XLM. Its downside target from this move, I got in at 22.28, where I'll be looking to be a buyer. XEM, or rather NEM, New Economy Movement, after finding magnificent support and resistance at key Fibonacci levels. The steps for reversing trend, flattening out, establishing resistance, coming back to the band. It's went a little bit further, which is fine. But if this thing doesn't roll out and have a good uptrend, and this looks like a failed move, right now 1 day below this 18 coming into it. But if it's unable to really spark further above this 4,000 level, then I'm going to be looking this at a failed move. And I don't know how much I would trust 2,041 as a key level. I got another one down at 500, but maybe a decent pierce below at 1,600 if this level gives in. But definitely weak if it's unable to sustain it after it made a statement within this multi-green up move that it was ready to revert the trend. TRX, or Tron, it's new. There's not much to it. It's in a downtrend. That's all I got. So it's on my watch list. Wait and see what happens, but I'm not in it yet. THC, I was waiting for a long time for this to go down to at least around the 1,000 level. Then it did. And then 750 got a little bit more. Now it's in at 643. I'll be buying decently more at around the 500 Satoshi level, because with all of these codes, I like to buy on the moves lower, and then they have up and down choppy moves all the time. That's what I'm looking for. So when it's ready to get high, again, like THC definitely does, I'll have my sell orders in place ready to go. Feathercoin is now at a key level of Fibonacci support. It didn't do so well at the 200 level. We'll see how it does now at the 1.25 mark. Redcoin, when we see a move like this, there's your establishment or statement. Okay, I'm going to revert the trend, and it didn't do so well within the 18 average. You can see how it resisted it here. Leg lower, resisting it again. It has already broken through this support, even all of them. I see the next level in at 35, but monstrous volatility, because if you look at it back here, look at all of this down move, any of these rallies just not getting going. Price action down to 10. Next thing you know, it's at like almost 200 and not much time goes by. That's the whole beauty of this market. Extreme moves up and extreme moves lower. Extreme volatility. Omi's Go, or Amizi Go, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. You make this like a double top-ish kind of formation. I'd be looking for price action. I'm just quickly looking at this now in the area of about 71 to 72, up to maybe even 80. Somewhere in the 70s as an area for support. But I'm just quickly looking at that one. And here we have Core. This thing is, we'll see how this works, but failed move, fast move. It's moving choppily either way, but it's back down to this key area of support at about 27,000, or at least it should head down towards either there, towards 22. Whenever it's ready to go up, I'll be ready to sell. And let's move on to the next one. One of the rarities is a market doing half well, holding some gains with higher highs and higher lows, pluralized. That is Feathercoin right now. And it can maybe get a little bit up further, but I don't usually like to buy in these areas. I'd rather wait to come down here, and then obviously I've been selling a little bit of it as we've moved through. But most of it, this is a form of arbitraging for me. Haven't been doing the greatest, but I'm obviously profiting on this one. EMC, Emmercoin, nice looking setup. After we have a move up to this point, making a statement, there's a move back to the band. So it's getting close to stage number 4, breaking of established resistance. It technically has, but it's not much of a clear break. But I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is ready to go for some spectacular moves. Last year, this thing went up from like 6,600 up to about 75,000. It did better than a 10x move in like just a short period of time. And it's not like it hasn't done it before either. Like, look at this move here back in 2016. When these things are ready to go. But what I like about this overall move is how it has corrected the move with a nice higher low support. So therefore, you can look at this as a cup and handle formation if it can get even inverted head and shoulders pattern to some degree. If it can get above this, that's even more long-term at the 74,000 handle. But as it plays out now, very nice bullish setup. EMC2 is Einsteinium. Well, had a nice little up move. Well, it's either stage number 3 coming back to the band successfully or failed move, fast move lower. If this 18 average lows is showing weakness, you see price action coming down or barely breaking down below this low, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing falls down to its previous mark in at around a hair under 1,000. That's a pretty decent sized move, but a lot of these cryptos have that major volatility. Dopecoin, it actually went above the 18 average of highs. I don't have too many sell orders, so I was happy to get one today with this one. I have a Gigabyte DGB entering a key level at around 233, just 11 basis points above it now. Like a lot of these, major volatility. This is at around 80 before this thing had a big run on December the 12th. And then it had multiple pierces at the start of January, well over 800. Okay, congratulations on your 10x gain. Went from 800 to 244. It's not like these type of moves haven't happened before, because back here you could be saying, oh, why do you keep buying these in the downtrends that they're in? It just keeps going lower. Your portfolio just keeps getting worth less. Heck, you were buying at, like, say in this case, 900 and then 750. Then you bought at 380. Well, if you bought at the first level, 900, that buy order might not have get sold. But your 500, your 300, your 200, your 100, all those orders could have got sold on this move higher. So let's move on to the next one. And I have a target in for about 187 on burst. Another one of the major volatile codes. Because here we have it last time. Oh, 91. 91. Oh, 660. Oh, up here at 800. Now, of course, it's down to 200. Big moves up, big moves down. Bitbean. Okay, we supported here. Nice little move up towards this point. If this thing fails, we're now back down this key support. I don't get a line drawn in, but I'd probably be looking at this previous area around a little over 70 or at around 70 to be a key support mark. Bitcoin Cash is at extremely low volatility right now, meaning the size of these candles are very, very small, especially when you look back at some of these moves. The high volatility can come back, especially when these big rallies are in place. And as we look at the 18 average, I see on the Saturday session how it held very high or well above the 18 average of lows. Is this thing ready to revert? Well, signs are showing that it might be. And the final one will be Cardano, ADA. Another extreme volatile move, 350 up to 8,800. Your normal 24 or so X move. It went from 8,800 down to 1858. This last Fibonacci level at about 2,300 was not support. It was rather that of resistance, which means it's either setting up for our next move down to 1,000, which would be almost 50% off from where it stands. If this bottoms from here and starts to rally, this is not where I would expect a bottom to be at. So I would really be thinking of a possible failed move, fast move. But any rallies that come up to the key 2,300 level and now the 18 average, I'm going to be presuming for the short term to be guilty until proven innocent, thus being resistance and later making a move to the area of 1,000. I am holding this. I will be looking to buy more if it goes there. So I would hope it's a failed move, fast move. But I'm ready for whenever the bears decide to hand the dice over to the bulls. I'll be ready. I don't care if it happens now, next week, or in 6-8 weeks from now. Because the last time the bulls had the dice, they had a phenomenal move. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a magnificent day, week, night, whatever it is for you, and happy crypto day. Bye-bye.